Now's the time, Portal Master.
Hey everybody, this is Mike and Elias with SkylanderNutts.com. Today we're going to be looking at another Skylander character for our next Skylander character review. So, we got all these characters here, Elias. What do you want to do? Do you want to do Lobstar? We got Winterfest Lobstar here. He's pretty cool.
And a regular one.
And a regular one?
To.
We do have to. Maybe we should say those for another day, huh?
Oh yeah, let's do Wallop.
Alright, we can do Wallop. Put him on the portal there, buddy. Alright, there you go. Let's aim there at the camera. Alright, so what do you like about Wallop?
He has armor suits.
Yeah, he's covered in this dark brown armor.
Dark.
A what?
Dark arm.
Yeah, that's his dark armor. It's the same thing here.
He likes have a shield right here.
It's kind of a shield. That's kind of protecting his hands because he's got one on this side too, right here. It's you know, he's holding these big hammers, so he's doing a lot of combat up close with enemies, and sometimes things fly.
His arms are, his hands are spiky.
Yeah, he's got some claws on him, doesn't he?
Huh.
He looks pretty fierce, even if he didn't have hammers. He might be pretty tough. Now, I don't know what he is. He kind of looks like Flynn and Callie.
Mabus.
Is that a Mabu?
I think so.
I don't know. Maybe. I thought Mabus are smaller, but whatever creature he is, he does look like he's related to the same people that Flynn and Callie come from. So, and he's got these weird bug antenna things here.
And what's in the middle thing?
I don't know, but he's covered in these rivet type. I don't know. Maybe they help keep that armor on him, or maybe they just protect him more.
This like some yellow.
No, I think it's just the light. It's all brown. He's a very
brown.
Yeah, he's a very bland looking Skylander, kind of. He's all just full of browns.
I think some light brown.
Light brown, dark brown. I mean, he's Earth. Definitely has an Earth vibe to him because he's all brown. Alright, so do you know where he comes from?
From this volcano.
Yeah, he comes from people.
And what's
It's a volcano called Mount Scorch.
Mount Scorch.
Yeah, and his people there, they make weapons. They make very strong axes and very sharp swords.
And people make these hammers.
Well, he uses the hammers to make those weapons.
He uses the hammers to make the weapons.
In fact, he maybe was the first one of his kind to use two hammers at the same time. He really impressed his masters when he was learning how to make his weapons.
Yeah, he likes in school.
So what happened that made him famous?
I don't know.
What happened? I think some sort of creature came out of the volcano.
I think the giant fire vapor.
Yeah, it was a giant fire viper. Came and attacked his village.
And he banged it on ground, his hammer on ground, and he didn't notice. He banged it on ground, like he's very mad.
Yeah, that's right. He banged his hammers, and he fought off the fire viper, and saved his village. Yep.
And he stared away.
And since then, he's made traptanium hammers, and he's helped defend Skylands as a trap master.
And now he's a trap master.
What do you think a giant fire viper is?
It's from Swap Force.
From Swap Force? What was in Swap Force?
Fire vapor.
Oh, that's right. There was a level with the big... Was that a fire viper?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he was throwing balls of fire at us, wasn't he?
Uh-huh. And...
Do you think that's the same one?
Uh-huh.
You think that came back after Wallop? Or maybe that happened...
Maybe he's in Trapping Team now.
Maybe he was in Swap Force. You think Wallop was one of those people in that village?
Maybe he don't like Swap Force anymore. Now he in trap team.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say when he became a trap master, right? Maybe it was after Swap Force. Maybe it was before Swap Force. I don't know, but it doesn't matter. He's now a trap master, and he's got some moves, dual hammer attacks.
Like, when you put it down, it's like the earthquake.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't we take him into the game now, and we'll show these people what some of his attacks can do.
Yep.
You want to do that?
Yep.
All right. Well, we'll be right back. We're going to take Wallop into the game, and we'll show you what kind of attacks you can expect from a maxed out, max upgraded Wallop. So we'll be right back.
Bye.
Hammer it home.
Alright, Lias and I are back. We're going to take a look at Wallop's attacks now. Now, we're going to try the Dreamquake Counting Sheep Arena this time. Hopefully this will be a little bit easier than the flags, since the flags kept killing us before when we were trying to show moves. So, you think this will be a better arena, buddy?
Yes.
Yeah, I think.
But there's bomb shells in this and I-5s and stuff like that.
Yeah, we might have some different enemies to contend with, but I think you'll be able to tackle them no problem, alright? Mm-hmm. Maybe they'll even be easier for us to do it that way.
We are doing giant guys. Maybe they are giants, so we didn't kill them right away, I think.
Well, let's just make sure we show them all the attacks, okay? Alright, buddy, let's get into it. Go ahead and start counting sheep. Now, Wallop doesn't have that many attacks, really. He's got his 2 basic attacks and then his 3rd upgrade attack. And then some of his upgrades, a lot of his upgrades really, are just about adding damage or more power. So he's not got a whole lot to him. His basic attack is just the X button, and it's just the Traptanium Hammer. It's what you would expect for his Skylander to have. So go ahead and hit the X button and kill those chompies with single X presses. There you go. Single X press, because as we'll see in a second, he has an upgrade. Go ahead, just hit him with your hammer, bud. Alright, so go ahead and hit the X button lots of times. Smash the X. Okay? And what you'll see there is something called Tantrum Mode. So if you rapidly, that's an upgrade. If you rapidly hit the X button, he'll do a quick burst of slamming, so to speak, I guess. There's a couple, then a slam. So that's the Tantrum Mode. Now he also has a ranged attack. If you hit the B button, buddy, you'll be able to do what's called the Hammer Toss. Can you do the Hammer Toss?
Oh, that's my button.
Throw the B button. No, the B button. That guys. There you go. See that? Couple hammers and...
Yeah.
Oh, back up. He threw over his head.
That's how I get me.
There you go.
You missed.
So there's the hammer.
Oh,
Go ahead and beat up High Five however you want. You threw some hammers. That's good. Now beat him up. Get rid of him. See, you can throw the hammer over that crack. There you go. So that's called the Hammer Toss. That's his basic B button attack. Now, one of the upgrades is called Hammer Slammer, and that makes the Hammer Toss do increased damage. So we already have that. You can't really tell. It's one of those upgrades that are kind of pointless, I think. There's another upgrade called Cutting Edge, where it gives all the Traptanium hammers extra damage. So again, another just pointless upgrade. But then you can upgrade to something called When Hammers Collide. And go ahead and hit the Y button, buddy. How did you beat those guys?
They exploded.
Oh, wow. You didn't have to do anything, huh? Alright, so when he hits the Y button, as you saw there, go ahead and do it without enemies. There, you can do it to those guys. Y button. It throws out 2 spinning hammers that come together and then smash the enemy. It's pretty powerful. It's not a bad attack. But it is an upgrade. Go ahead, keep taking them out with the Y button, buddy. It's a nice little attack for sure. And that's all his basic attacks. Then you have a choice, and you have to choose an upgrade path. You can either choose Tantrum Thrower, which increases the Tantrum attacks and the melee attacks, or you can choose the Hammer Handler, which will increase the hammer throwing attacks. Now we chose the Tantrum Thrower. So the first thing you can do is hold down the X button now, and you'll go right into tantrum mode. Alright.
Killed it.
That's okay. You do it on this wave. We'll show them the final.
This is last wave.
Just hold down the X button, like right now. Just hold it. Hold it. Don't tap it. Hold it. There you go. Hold it down, buddy. Hold down the X button. See, it goes immediately into tantrum mode, so he just basically has... Well, when you get out of this chill bill, hold it down. Just hold down the X button, buddy. You're getting in trouble here. Yep. Now you see this flame coming out of them too. When you hold it down and you're done, this flame is another upgrade called Aftershock Wave. It releases a powerful wave of earth energy when it's done. So you can hammer away everybody nearby, and then when you're done, do a little bit of range damage as well.
There's Jibble.
Now the other attack is called, or the other upgrade in that path is called Total Meltdown. And basically it just allows you to remain in tantrum mode for longer. So it's another upgrade that doesn't have a visual effect really, or not much of one. So it's just something that I guess happens. There you go. You got a couple more guys to beat, buddy. Beat them however you want. Because that's it. That's all the attacks. You either smash them with the hammer, or you throw hammers at them in two different ways. And that's pretty much all there is to Wallop.
Yeah.
See, you did it. It wasn't hard. He's not a weak character. His attacks are very strong.
He's almost maxed out.
Oh, you know what though, buddy? We forgot to show him the soul gem. So let's start this one over again real quick. We'll do it one more time and show you the soul gem ability, which is called Now That's a Hammer. Now this increases the hammer toss. And in the hammer toss, if you hold the hammer button down instead of just pressing it, the hammer will get bigger and it will do more damage. So here's the hammer toss right there. Whoop. Now the soul gem ability is if you hold that down. So you hold it down and watch. It becomes bigger and then slams down. Of course, by the time it was big, there was no enemies around. Here we go. Bigger and slam. Took them all out. So it's pretty powerful for sure. And it takes some time. But it's just another attack that does more damage. So there's the regular toss, and then there's the super soul gem toss. Alright, so that's it. I just wanted to show that real quick before we wrap up, because the soul gem's always important. But that's it. That's his basic attacks. You have his hammer swinging, which will upgrade into a tantrum, which you can further upgrade into a better tantrum. Then he has his hammer toss, which we showed there, and his soul gem ability to make that hammer toss even more powerful and bigger. And you have his hammers collide attack, where you hit the Y button. Both hammers spin out and then slam into an enemy before coming back to Wallop. The other path that we didn't choose is called the hammer handler. It sounds like it's pretty good. It improves the hammer toss attacks. So beyond what the soul gem did, now that the upgrades will allow the hammers to shoot out traptanium shrapnel on impact. Not sure what that sounds like, but that sounds pretty powerful. And then again, another upgrade that does more damage when they collide. Okay, no big deal there. And then the final upgrade in that path is called traptanium splinters. That's where the shrapnel that comes out of the hammer toss will stick to enemies and do damage over time. So sounds about just as powerful as the tantrum thrower upgrade path. It just depends on if you want to play with a melee style character or more of a ranged character. Since he's kind of slow to begin with, I guess that's why we chose melee. He's not going to be able to run away very fast to be in a good position to do his ranged attacks, but he is pretty powerful in his melee attacks. So what do you think of Wallop, buddy?
Good.
You like him? Is he your favorite? He's your favorite Skylander? No, he's not. He's not your favorite.
Everybody is my favorite.
Oh, okay. So there it is. Elias, he doesn't have a favorite. He just likes them all. So I think there are definitely better trap masters than Wallop. I mean, you obviously are going to probably want an Earth based trap master, and the other one you could choose is Head Rush. And I haven't taken a close look at Head Rush yet. We've played with her a little bit, but I would say she's probably right on par with Wallop. I don't think she's got a lot of awesome attacks either, but like I said, we haven't taken a close look at her. We'll probably do, you know, a review of her here in a few weeks. But that's it. If you want to see the score for Wallop, go to our website at SkylanderNutts.com and find the Wallop review on the Wallop page. And I think that's pretty much wraps up Wallop, don't you think?
Yep.
Alright then. Until next time, next week when we do another Skylander review, this is Mike and this is Elias, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.